Well, hello friends out in YouTube land. I'm here tonight to talk about a new purchase I've made. This is the RavPower Deluxe series, model RP-PB19, 15,000 mAh/55.5 WH. I do not know what that means. All I'm here to say is I'm going to do a little preliminary review of this thing, and I'm going to do a more extensive one later when I start doing some time lapses. I bought this to do time lapses. Michael Kincaid, one of my viewers, Michael Kincaid's channel's great. Go there and watch some of Michael's videos. But Michael had clued me into this. He has I think maybe a different version of this. And so what is it? It is a charger. You can charge cell phones. You can charge all kinds of things with it. So it's just power supply is what it really is. You see here it has two USB input or outputs on it and a USB input for charging it. So you have a 2.4A and a 2.1A. Both of them say iSmart on it there. I guess you can see that maybe. And it comes with a little, very simple little, maybe 2-page instruction book. Let me tell you just a little bit about what I did with this yesterday. I read the book and it says you're not supposed to charge it unless it gets down below 25%. They recommend you don't charge it unless you get below 25%. So when I turned it on from the factory, it had 75% on it. So it had 75% charge. I said, well, I got to run this baby down. So I hooked up a GoPro Hero 3 Plus to it. Put it in 4K recording mode at 15 frames per second and just let it run. And it filled up a card about 3 hours and 15 minutes of, I had no battery inside the GoPro Hero 3, took the battery out, plugged it straight into this and recorded, and no problem, it didn't even phase it. It still wasn't down to half. So then to deplete it, I started charging everything in the house. I charged like 3 cell phones. I charged 2 different pads. Everything I could find to charge, I charged with this. Finally, I think I got it down to where it looked like it was in the 1 bar area. If you click this little thing right here, I think, oh, it has a flashlight on it. My bad. If you hold it too long, you get the flashlight. It's kind of cool. I think that's kind of neat. Here we go. I think I clicked this once. And then there you can see it's fully charged now. See, you got 4 bars there. Did it go long enough for you to see? There you go. And so what it does, to charge it back up, you just plug your little thing in here and plug it into a phone charger. I left it charging last night for about 9 hours. It was fully charged this morning, so I don't know at what point it hit the full charge, but it is fully charged now. I'm thinking about doing a time lapse tonight, even though the moon is only out. I want to do these night time lapses, but anyway, the moon is like I think a quarter full tonight, so it's going to make not the best ideal. You want it to be totally dark if you're going to do your night starry sky kind of time lapse. But I will say this thing is like a beast, I think, so far. I have to say I'm pretty darn excited about it. Michael Kincaid had told me it was RavPower, R-A-V-E-P-O-W. It's RavPower. No harm, no foul there, Michael. So I went up looking for RavPower. It's R-A-V-P-O-W-E-R iSmart, and it gets really high ratings on Amazon.com. So go there and look at the ratings. And like I say, I charged a bunch of stuff with it yesterday. I believe I could have recorded 5 or 6 hours of 4K continuous video on it, which is very stout. I imagine it will do great overnight rather than what I was doing. What kind of precipitated Michael's recommendation that I do this was I had been dragging a drop cord out in the yard, plugging it into an exterior outlet on my house, dragging the drop cord out in the yard, hooking it up with a phone charger hooked into the drop cord and then into the GoPro, my Hero 4 Black, and then I shot an all night, like a 10-hour starry night time lapse. So no more of that. I'm gonna start using this baby, and I can. The one thing I like about this, I can go to places where couldn't naturally pull a drop cord, like my brother Tim's house is very dark, and he has this very high mountain that is balded off, and it looks right back over Mount Mitchell and the Black Mountains, and sort of westerly. I've always wanted to get that kind of western wide shot so I could get the hopefully the Milky Way. You know, you see that thing where you can actually see the Milky Way if you expose the camera long enough. So that's coming. But there you go. This is it. The RavPower. I like it so far. It's pretty stout, and I'm excited about it. It's kind of heavy, but it's not so heavy that I wouldn't mind just carrying that around. Maybe the top. Yeah, I go hiking with that, take it with me, and do some very much extended time lapses and things, like up at Linville Gorge or some of the waterfalls and things that I go visit. So there you go. Just a little preview. I will say it seems to be very well made. Just run it over one day, but we're going to find out. We're going to run it tonight. We're going to do maybe a 10 or 12 hour time lapse with it and see how it does. Take the battery out of my GoPro Hero 4 so it doesn't even use any battery resources from that, and power it totally with this baby. So I'll report back, folks. We'll let you know how it turns out. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like.